Alrighty. Welcome in, everyone. My name is Retro Dave, and I will be playing a Super Mario World Kaizo ROM hack called Chicanery Beginner Edition. Came out last year, made by Bufflin, awesome creator. It was actually a... They're saying hi. Hi, everyone. Bufflin actually made an intermediate hack for this game, Chicanery, and then made a revision, which is a beginner version of the hack. So we're going to do a quick 100% run. Not going to waste any more time. We're going to go on 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. We're starting on crushing turts. We're crushing a bunch of turtles. And some piranha plants along the way too, but we can't crush them. See, we can't crush them, but I can crush a good attempt there. There we go. And I'm gonna get H's here. These are called H's. The community calls them H's because their midways look like an H. We'll go for a speed strat here where I skip a block. Got it that time. And then you get this mushroom. In Kaizo hacks, a lot of times when you get a mushroom, you don't get the mushroom for defense. You usually get a mushroom for a purpose. And most of the time that is for damage boosting, which is in that case there. But yeah. That was crushing turts. A little bit of a mistake there, but it's okay. Next level, sink. We're in an underworld level with bats. Really cool level. That coin is there as an indicator coin to let you know, hey, touch me and this bat will come after you. Fun fact also, that T platform, if you go super fast, you can actually make it to where it's impossible to make it on top of that platform, so you have to take your time there a little bit, otherwise you just instantly die. And then you'll see purple coins there. Purple coin is a universal indicator in Kaizo for spin jump. In vanilla Super Mario World, there is a regular jump and a spin jump. So the regular jump is usually B, spin jump is A. And if you see a yellow coin, usually it means jump. If you see a purple coin, it means spin jump. That's sink. Paleontology. This is going to be a dino level. Dinos have very interesting jumping patterns, as you'll see here. And we have some sliding here, which Mario's butt is very powerful. It kills a lot of things. And we're gonna re-grab. More damage boosting. Go back at this mushroom to again damage boost off the munchers, which are very common in Kaizo. And that's the level. There's usually munchers everywhere. Everywhere is munchers. Another level down. And we're gonna climb the vine up into the clouds. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Hope you're a wonderful marathon. Thank you, Alex, for hosting. Scanted stems. Now I do a speed strat here usually. I'm gonna go for it once, but I'm a little nervous, so we'll see if I get it or not. We got it first try, nice. I like to go through this room really quick, and the blocks in the bottom, we count those, and that was a 9 block. My PB for those blocks is 11, which means there's 11 blocks left on the chain of piranhas. But that was actually a really good attempt. That shows how well I do the room with those. That's how I tell how good I'm doing it. You gotta be careful here. It's very close. Yep, see, you gotta be careful there because I took my time there too much. And being I took my time there too much, I missed my ride. So you got to be a little bit tricky, a little bit risky there, but not too risky, because if you're just playing it safe, you're going to die like I did there. So you have to be kind of risky there. So we're going to go, yep, they've got it this time. See, we got it that time. So a little bit of mess up. Regrab is basically where we're literally re-grabbing the button. A lot of times it's not found in beginner kaizo, it's found in intermediate kaizo, where you're expected to basically re-grab the button over again. And you do a lower jump. Like right there I did that. Like if I held jump down, I would have died to that muncher, but I did what's called a re-grab, and that allowed me to survive that. This level is called Fall. And basically, look, as it calls for, you are falling a lot. And it has wonderful Gerudo Valley music from Ocarina of Time. Kaizo hacks are known for having a lot of amazing songs from different video games and different genres and styles. You just watched the Donkey Kong race. There's a lot of Donkey Kong music in Kaizo. I got that. That's nice. That's optimal. Oh, one sec. One sec. I lost my capture card. One sec. One sec. One sec. One sec. Apologies. Lost my capture card. One sec. Not a great time for this to happen. There we go. Okay. Oh, yes, yeah, I died. It's fine. I blame the capture card for that. It's all good. It's all good. Technical difficulties, even in Kaizo. Still got the optimal pattern, it's fine. And that's the level. A little bit of a miss up there. Actually, wait, I'm not on this. I have to correct the split. Here we go. Running Man. That was the Betty level, too. Fall's also named... I named that my friend Betty's favorite level. So we always say it's Betty's level when she's in stream. Quick little speed strat here. We're going to basically avoid that rope. That rope is optional. Now, usually I skip this H, but being this is a marathon and I already wasted time with my technical difficulty, I want to get the H in case I screw up. I will be able to not have to start from the second room, basically. Because when I did my really serious speedruns with this, I was skipping a lot of H's. Because I was going against a deathless run, basically, so it made no sense to go for the H's. Thank you for the GG. But yeah, if you skip that third H, you basically save about a second. And this next level is one of my favorites. It's called Purple Death. If you're a Metroid fan, you'll recognize the music right away. The very unique level where you basically are going from one side of the room to the other to flip switches and then come back to the main room to a changed room where you can actually complete the room. And it's a 3-section room. You need the key to get in the pipe. There's a speed strat I avoid here. You can actually do a instant grab of the block and skip and one cycle those poison mushrooms. Fuck. But I messed it up. It's fine. Improvise. We'll improvise here. I slipped off the thing. It happens sometimes where you're gonna slip and fall off things. Mario's shoes tend to be very buttery from all the fatty foods he eats, so he has problems with standing still on platforms sometimes. He'll slip off pretty easily. I ducked twice there to time take advantage of a spawn there of the mushroom, so I can actually skip a cycle. I do a lot of ducking and little mini jumps and stuff to time out runs, and that's one of the things I did. Best typo ever. Yes. Oh yes, the gas. Yes, gas. Basically, I call my crew the gas pack. Basically because Ice-T, instead of saying GG one time, he said gas, and it just stuck. This level's called Boosted, because, well, you see a lot of boosted. There's a lot of boosted blocks here. This is a custom block. It's not found in Mario games typically. There's a lot of custom assets in these ROM hacks, and that's one of them is a boost block. That basically when you touch it, it boosts you in the direction that it's pointing. So those are directed up, so you're going to be going up when you're boosted. And again, there's a yellow coin there which tells you you need to just do a regular jump. And we're going to say bye to our friend Yoshi here. Bye. And in the pipe. And that is what we call in the community a yeet. It's very common for us to not like Yoshi and to throw him down a pit. That is called a yeet. Frosted flashers. Yeah, that's another one. Yes. That's another typo of yours, Ice-T. You're either on Team Yoshi or Team Yeet in the community. If you're on Team Yoshi, you hate to see Yoshi getting killed. But if you're on Team Yeet, you live for it. And you embrace it. This is climate control, a lot of ice in this level, but it's like a tropical forest and you're getting a lot of ice. So it's very confusing. Again, is not really necessarily a yellow coins are more here being an indicator of you need to jump this way. And again, I'm going to do another regrab to get past that Rex. All right, doing good. So it's a good run so far. Minus the technical difficulties, this is still a pretty good run. Nowhere near world record pace, but it is. We're still having fun with it. This is the lasso. Basically, the gimmick in this level is when you hit the on-off blocks, you go from swimming to not swimming. So right now I'm not swimming. Now I am swimming because I hit the on-off block. And now this is basically a race to get to the top of the platform, so you catch the platform. This is a common trick in Kaizo where you jump on this correct spot of the turtle, and then he gets out of his shell, and then you jump on him a second time. And again, usually I skip these H's, but I'm getting them because, you know, I'm still de-rusting with this game. I haven't played the game really that much in past year or so, and then like when I knew about the marathon, I obviously started practicing a bit. So I have been de-rusting like the last few weeks to try to get, you know, a good show for you all. But yeah, that's that level. Pretty good. I would say fucking amazing. Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Ope. Alright, so here is the split. Now, most of the time in Vanilla Super Mario, actually all the time in Vanilla Super Mario World, if there is a secret exit, it is indicated by a red dot. This is meant to be a secret exit, so it's not even indicated with a red dot. You just, at the very last level, there is a message block that tells you, hey, the secret exit is in this level. Which the secret is going to be up here. You need to do a shell jump. Which again, shell jumps aren't really asked of the player that much in beginner hacks. But you have to do a shell jump there. Oh fuck. And then there's my lost control my Y button. The problem with 30-year-old controllers is they make 30-year-old mistakes. And I just lost my Y button there. Where I was holding the Y button down and it basically said I wasn't holding it down. But it happens. It's all good. And this we're basically just in this level the gimmick is if anything touches the on-off switch, any sprite at all, they all disappear and you die. And we'll get back to that level again for the regular exit. But now we are on the special world. This is the 100%. This is what makes the run 100%. And you have to do these levels. The info box there does tell you that these levels are a little more challenging than the other levels we have faced so far. The player that moderated this hack into being fully supported on SMW Central was Shoujo, and she had said that you might know of her. She's been in several GDQs, amazing player. She was saying, yeah, these levels in the special are a little tougher. They're on the intermediate level, but we'll still call the hack beginner anyway. And the last level before that, at that level I got a gold split, which a gold split is, obviously if you're familiar with speedrunning, the best time you've ever gotten in that specific split. Fun. Now this is going to be a level with really big beetles and really small beetles. And it's going to be a lot of shell bouncing and stuff that we don't really do a lot of in beginner hacks. But beginner hacks are starting to develop more into where they're expecting you to do a lot more stuff like this. I went a little fast here, so it might cost me. Yeah, I went really fast there. I'm trying to see if I can go save some time, but basically what happened there, when you kick a shell, if Mario is running in a specific direction, the shell throw will go very, very fast. So like there, it went very fast. There was no way for me to catch up to it. So the way I can do that to combat is stand still, neutral the D-pad, and then go. And now you can see I was able to catch up with the shell very quickly. So that is that explains kind of the physics. There's a lot of physics in Kaizo where you learn a lot about Mario. That's why when people always ask about wanting to play this, I always say they should play the vanilla game first, because you learn a lot of physics in just the original Super Mario World. These hacks basically just get you on another level with what you can do with those physics. And that with the shells is one of them. Now we're on these nice little beetles that you might remember from Super Mario Bros. 3. And that cute little level 5-6 in Mario 3 and Skyworld. They're kind of common in Kaizo just because they move fast and they're tiny, so they're hard to jump on. And here comes a troll, which we're going to dodge the troll. Trolls are also common in Kaizo. A lot of times, especially near the end of the level, creator will throw something at you trying to basically kill you before you finish the level. And for usually a lot of hilarity if you're in stream and it happens to you. But we're not going to fall for that troll. This level is named after a good friend of mine, Revelug. He is a very, very skilled player in the community. He has the world record for Baron of Shell, which is a very popular shell hack. He makes it look like it's easy, and I've played Baron of Shell, and it's definitely not easy. So he makes it look super easy. And this level is named after him. There's another troll here. Basically, if you get an orb in a regular level, you're going to just walk straight ahead. If I had gotten that orb right away, I would have fallen down the pit and died. Where you have to actually get the Bowser statue to fall before getting that, so that way you don't get trolled. Now in Phoenix in Flames, which basically Phoenix being meaning rebirth, which basically is reference to Mario constantly growing. And we're constantly going over that what I mentioned before about in Kaizo. Mushrooms mean that you are getting damage boost most likely. It's not for defense in Kaizo. Now we're gonna do a little bit of a speed strat here. Oh, missed it. Probably still save it. Maybe still save it. Gonna be close. Gonna be close. Still saved it. Let's go. That was tight. I missed the key jump, but I was able to recover, which is awesome. That would have been very bad. This level's like a minute long, and it's a very slow auto scroller, so any death there is very punishing in a run. So that's Special World. That's what makes this the 100% run. Now we can finish the rest of the run. So going back to this level, which again the gimmick is if any sprite touches an on-off, it basically makes all the red blocks go away and you die. So we have to be very careful. And note like the physics of if say for example this bomb, if I right, I'll do an example there. See, I jump onto it, it's gonna kill them. But if I do a spin jump here, it kills the bomb, so I can continue the level. But I want to do a quick example, being it was a nice quick death, just to showcase what this actually means, what the gimmick is of this level. Instead of just like blowing through it, at least show you what the level means. Because it's a very interesting gimmick. There's a lot of interesting gimmicks in this hack in general. And that was one of them. And this, where basically Yoshi has to eat 5 different things, and Yoshi grew. And I have a specific visual cue for when to jump and hit that block. And that's the level. Oh, thank you, Betty. Thank you, Lulu. Okay, that's the level. It's a very interesting gimmick. Bufflin did an amazing job with a lot of gimmicks in this hack, as well as the harder version of this, what we call OG chicanery. And now we got some Mega Man music. So if you're into big into Mega Man music, this level's for you. Now the coins here are basically pointing which way you're supposed to go. Like here, you go straight down. If I go to the right at all there, I die. But here I'm supposed to go kind of the right. I go open around and get the H. I've missed that H several times by accident in runs, and that's actually punished me. So I'm glad I actually got it there. This is a controlled jumping section where you have to jump really low. There we go, and there we go. Okay. And the procedure with the falling skull raft like that, if you're in the middle, you're going to shake as Mario. When you're shaking as Mario, it's not easy to jump through that. So you have to be sure you're like on a specific tile on the skull raft. Otherwise, you're just going to not be able to jump and it'll look terrible. Thwomp traps. This is going to be basically the gimmick is a lot of this level is you have to wake up these thwomps and avoid them. That's why they're the traps. And there's also ice physics. And then we can miss the door again, miss the door again. Fun fact, my any percent run for this, which I have second place currently for both categories in this hack. For my any percent run, I had 1 death, which I'll show you where that happened. But I also missed that door like 2 times in that run, which is like it was like a 7-second time loss. It was insane. So yeah, I missed. That's like more like 4 seconds actually that I lost just because I missed the door like twice, just like I did there. All right, we're getting close. We only got 4 exits left, and we're at 22 minutes. We're a little behind, mainly because of that. I'm messing up a little bit, but also we had that technical difficulty at back to 6 minute. This is called the 1-up, mainly because there's 3 1-ups. That's it. You don't need to touch the 1-ups. There are 3 1-ups. And that room I just did is one of the hardest rooms in the run because it's very precise with what you have to do. But you don't have to touch the 1-ups. I've experimented. If you miss a 1-up, you're fine. That saw right there. I died right there in my any percent PB. That was my only death in the run. And that was like a 3-second death. And the funny story is the player that bopped me, Groovy Tony, his first time that he bopped me with, he got the same exact 3-second death. So it was very common death. But I got jinxed in that level for calling it free several times. I called that level free, and then after that, I would just consistently die in that level. So that was the curse, and hopefully the curse is now broken, being I one-shot the level. Now this music is an absolute bop. This is probably my favorite level in the whole entire hack. Slow vertical auto-scroller. We're basically just climbing, climbing, climbing. We're gonna yeet this other Yoshi here. Bye, Yoshi. And we just avoid these saws. Prayer Y button holds through. Jump over the saw, and we're through the pipe. Alright. Very specific timing with these. One, two, three. You're supposed to do 4 bounces there, but I've timed it where you can do 3 bounces there. A lot of speedrunning is too, like if you're a speedrunner, you know, you try to get specific timing. You try to see as fast as you can go to get something for specific timing. Yeah, that worked out. Now we're on to Forgotten Fortress. More memorable music. Now this level, there are 6 rooms. There's only a checkpoint every 3 rooms. So you have to get through these first 3 rooms without dying to get a checkpoint. I almost got the spike. I almost hit the spike. That would have been bad. This room's a little tricky. Got it, okay. There's a speed strat in this room that I do not do. It's possible to just do a controlled jump right there to on-off without waiting for the chuck. But it's too inconsistent for me to do, so I skip it. And now, this boss theme holds true with the rest of the level. There are 3 Resners in 3 rooms. We have to beat all 3 without dying to beat the level. Now, disco shells are usually known for being jank, and I almost threw that spring down the pit, which would have been death. But I've been learning to jump on the right side of that disco shell in that spot. Makes it nice and consistent for you. You throw the on-off, and that's the level. All right. So we got 1 level to go now. And as you see, the Bufflin, name of the creator, on the castle, and you have Bowser going around the castle like vanilla. But we're not going to be fighting Bowser. We'll be fighting another familiar Mario foe, which we'll find out at the end of the level. You'll see right here. Tri-Clyde, I believe it's called officially. From Mario 2, we'll be fighting him later. Alright, that's the first room. Oh, that's a nice early death, it's fine. Oh, we did it again. For good measure, we're inspecting this spike to make sure the spike works. Yes, the spike does work. The spike functions very well. It passes inspection. There's several runs where I've missed that door, and it usually ensues in a fit of rage. Luckily, I didn't do that this time. Alright, there's a visual cue I do for that chuck. I've wasted a lot of runs by dying to that last chuck in that previous room. I usually have a visual cue of I jump at the right white glove, and that if I aim for that, it's very specific, and it usually works every time. A lot of times when you're speedrunning something, you want to like make something that is like consistent and that you can just do over and over again without failing. Now this is a nice break here. Bufflin actually asked me if I would prefer having this room quickened, but it goes back to the original Chicanery. There was this long ride also. It's a good way to like just to get your emotions in check before the final boss, which we're about to fight right now. It's a nice break for the hands too. Now again, we have these purple coins. So purple coins again mean spin jump, which we're doing a lot of spin jumping here. And then we grab these blocks, and we get 3 hits. The Nintendo rule of 3 hits applies here. And we got 3 hits, that's it. That is the game. And still within the 30 minutes. And time ends on the entrance to credits. There we go. 29:13, absolutely terrible time. Normally I'd be very upset with that, but we did lose a minute for technical difficulties with my capture card just deciding to get all bugged out. Some silly deaths, but yeah, it's a marathon. You're going to make some silly deaths in a marathon. Terrible time where? I do appreciate you all. Again, these are the credits. This shows everybody that did anything with this game. There's like play testers, there's graphics that are used, special, that are added into this game. Lunar Magic is an amazing program if you're ever interested in making hacks like this. It's basically like Mario Maker on crack. You're basically opening Lunar Magic, you're doing a lot of different things, you're inserting a lot of different things, different programming, graphics, music, sprites, everything to make these wonderful games. Shoutouts to all the creators for making these amazing hacks for us all to play. You're an inspiration to us all. Give us some fun games to play. Yeah, the Kaizo community is amazing. If you're ever interested in joining, again, my name's Retro Dave. You can always reach out to me here. You can join my Discord, which is going to be in mine, which they just put up for me in my channel right now. If you want to join my Discord, I could be happy to help you with starting these hacks on your own. But yeah, we're going to let the credits roll here. It's almost to the end. But thank you again for Alex for the opportunity for letting me participate in this amazing event. You've all done a wonderful job with your runs. Thank you all. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for making this event the way it is. And we have only a couple runs to go. That's the end of the game. So yeah, back to you, Alex. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. See you.